Hey guys, I'm Lils, I'm 22 and I've lost 30 kilos over the last 2 years, and I'm going to share some tips and tricks on how I did it. I've had so many beautiful new followers, which is so exciting, and a lot of people have been messaging me asking how I've lost the weight, and they're also on their journey, so I thought I'd share some tips and tricks on how I did it, and hopefully these can help somebody. I want to start off by saying I'm not qualified to give advice. I don't recommend you take my advice. I'm just going to share what's worked for me. So take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not a health professional in that realm. My first piece of advice is get a coach. I saw another girl literally talk about this, but it is the best thing. You're literally paying someone to give a crap about you, that knows what they're talking about, that wants to help you, that will keep you accountable to your goals, and you've got to show up to them, especially if you see them every week. And if you haven't made any progress, that's kind of like the push to push you in the right direction. I worked with like PTs pretty much my whole journey. I've had like 3 or 4 PTs over that time, and they have helped me so much, especially just to get into consistent routine and build good habits. Secondly, I am not like a huge fan of the gym, but I found walking to be my savior. I would try to do like minimum 10 to 20,000 steps a day when I had the time. Obviously, I know that takes a lot of time. Honestly, I literally attribute most of my weight loss to that, because that was the one thing I was extremely consistent with, was my steps. And go for walks with your friends, like plan your catch-ups as a walk. I will literally plan a catch-up with my friends and be like, let's do a beach walk. Let's go on a walk. And you can walk for like an hour or 2. You won't even know because the time goes so fast when you're talking. It's the easiest, low impact. Anyone can do it. You don't have an excuse. Third tip, in terms of food, do not cut out the sweet treats. We all know, we've all tried to go cold turkey, do the yo-yo diets. Let's be real. That's why you're watching this video, because it hasn't worked, babes. It hasn't worked. And that's the same as me. Like, I literally try to cut out sweet treats all the time, or limit myself to having like a little bit. But if you just have everything in moderation and find substitutes for your favorite things, like if you love eating ice cream, I love ice cream, find the lower calorie ice creams and work that into your daily calories. We Spars, Peter's does like a no sugar added ice cream, which is low calorie. Ninja Creamies, there's Paddle Pops, like they're all under 100 calories and they're so amazing as a tool. Fun Day Sweets, I've made a video on it. You can go back to my page and watch it. But literally, they all help me so much because I have the biggest sweet tooth. Like, I'd say in the last year, the one thing that has helped me, which take this with a grain of salt, because I low-key do not recommend it, was intermittent fasting-ish. I would have a coffee in the morning, like an iced latte, and then I wouldn't eat until lunch, and then I would have like lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever, as usual. And that just ensured that I was definitely in a calorie deficit. That is the only thing that worked for me, because I felt like as soon as I started eating, I would be hungry. I would be hungry no matter if I ate breakfast or not. Like, so I just cut that out, just had my coffee. Sometimes I would have like a protein coffee, like a protein shake with espresso in it. That was also really good. But I just found by cutting out that first meal, I was literally able to definitely put myself in a calorie deficit. I recommend eating breakfast, but like that's just what worked for me personally. Once again, not qualified. Do not take my advice. And lastly, don't tell anyone you're trying to lose weight. Let's be real. How many unsolicited opinions do you get when you tell someone you're trying to lose weight, of them telling you all these fandangle things they've done and how they've done it? You just got to find what works for you and stick with it. Stay consistent. I stayed consistent in the last year. I was never consistent in the past, and that last year that I actually stayed consistent, it was like clockwork. Like, it just ticked off, and before you know it, people will be saying to you, oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight. Like, but yeah, I hope that this helps someone. If you have any more questions, just literally DM me. I'm like so easygoing and I'll text you back. But yeah, I hope that this helps someone. Even if it can help one person, I'll be happy, because I was in the boat and I know exactly how it feels. And if I can do it, you can do it, because I literally thought I was gonna be the fat girl forever. So yes, thanks for watching. Bye.